Jr. Race number 2 of the playoffs for the NASCAR Xfinity Series coming up from Talladega next on USA.
It'd be funny if you got to the Xfinity race, right as they're coming to the green, they just let you in. They're like, fuck it, come on in. Got to fill them seats for TV. It's like an AEW taping or something. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Sorry, Marks. Sorry, it's like an AEW taping without CM Punk on the show. You know, because nobody cares if he's not there. So, cashed in on Matt DiBenedetto.
Have you seen what AV did?
Who?
At a pool. AV.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Jesus Christ. He should be fucking arrested for that. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Cool. The NXT commercial needs more GG. Because she is fine. Fucking Brett Holmes got so screwed, though. Brett Holmes won that race. NASCAR could have picked any of that top 5 and declared them a winner, basically, because they could have said, well, Matt DiBenedetto went below the yellow line. So, and Ben Rhodes forced him down there, so he doesn't win either, and then it would be Brett Holmes winning, like he was going to win if they didn't throw the caution 2 inches before the start-finish line.
Nothing short of them handing Jeremy Clements a win. Oops.
Brennan Poole won in 2016, and what's-his-face won today. I've already forgot his name. Holmes. Holmes won today.
Perfectly. Anything can happen in Talladega. Some drivers are hoping that...
Michael, I got Herbst and Creed. It was either going to be Herbst, Creed, or Castle and Creed, so we were thinking the same thing. We stand no chance on this, but we'll try. Now you got to have Junior in the booth for Talladega.
It's the second race of the playoffs, and already there are some really tight point battles going into this race here at Talladega.
Yeah, and no one feels good about Talladega except Noah Gragson. Because of that win, he knows
Herbst is 1 out, Hemrick 8 out, Brandon Jones 13 out, Clements is pretty much must win. Sieg and St. Mayer each 1 point above the cut line. And then from there, they're relatively safe, but not entirely. Really, until Ty Gibbs and AJ are pretty safe, and Noah's locked in. So
they feel like they can work their way up this leaderboard. Perhaps a little good luck on their side, bad luck on the other, but it comes right away. The first stage is only 25 laps, so when we talk about, how are you going to run this race, you're going to have to decide very quickly. 25 laps is going to go by in a hurry.
Jeff, you have continually said that these drivers are learning. Now, what are they learning here as far as pressure, how to handle it when you come to a racetrack like Talladega?
Well, this is a difficult situation because a lot of those guys need playoff points, which means they need stage.
Makes sense to me.
The way to do that is be aggressive. Of course, the danger of that is getting in a wreck.
So you're saying TJ to the Steelers is Jimmy Garoppolo to the 49ers.
They need to go into this race with a plan. They all need to agree on that plan and then go try to execute on it.
And they will. They'll go into it with a plan, but a lot of times those plans don't work themselves.
I'm a junior. Fuck those plans. Plans suck. Run the race. Look how confident he is. He's going to win me money. Riley Herbst is going to win me money. I thought about Jeb Burton. Thought about Jeb Burton. God, Allgaier looks like a little kid sitting in the car for some reason. Yeah, okay, you heard him. If Ty Gibbs wins, we got to put $100 on Michael McDowell tomorrow.
but you have to get yourself
because
in
God
the
is
middle of
clearly
this
on their side.
race, and you can see how quickly things
Smiting all the sinners,
your own business, and your day
helping
is
all the Christians win.
It happens quickly around here. And typically, the intensity is going to build right near the end of the stage breaks. That is when we may see most of these accidents.
Yeah, you know
When it
Brandon
really
Jones is
starts to
gonna wreck
matter, and
today.
these guys try to position themselves
Trying to
in
get some
places
points.
to be able to get those important stage points.
Josh Berry.
Drivers are strapped into their cars. Noah Gregson, he's going for a record, trying to win 5 races in a row. To get it underway, we got to fire the
When you
engines.
do
Let's
it
go
at
for the command.
Talladega, I'm kind of impressed.
Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome today's Grand Marshal, friend of Sparks Incorporated, Wayne Sternberg.
On behalf of blah, blah, blah. Oh, he just got right to it. I thought he was going to sit there and thank the other sponsors for half an hour.
Looks like he likes it on his 12-year-old. And he hates Bubba.
Where's Chris Hansen to tell him he needs to take a
38
seat over
cars
there?
have come to life, and now it's going to be 2 by 2 around Talladega. We'll see who gets up front first.
Sounds like somebody's having a cookout around here. You smell that? Or am I just crazy?
I don't know. I don't really smell that.
I swear I smell like food being grilled somewhere. Now, how the hell did they switch from trucks to Xfinity? The truck race ended, and they got all the trucks to the garage, and now it's time for the Xfinity race. That's how I switched. That's how it happened. Crazy, right? Truck race was over an hour ago.
What kind of question was that?
Poor Mike Harmon's got a start in the back because they wouldn't let him through inspection. They're just out to get the real heavy hitters, aren't they? Make things interesting.
Be a real act to God he wins today.
We're going to an Applebee's next week if Mike Harmon wins today.
In honor of. That's what he should do. Try to win sponsorship.
So my bets are Herbst and Creed, but we all know God is on Ty Gibbs' side, so we don't even need to watch this race, do we?
Coy Gibbs.
That's his dad, I think. Can a Collie car win a Super Speedway race besides AJ? It'd have to be Castle, surely, if it's one of them. Oh, man. So, went back and saw pictures from the track somebody took. You couldn't see on the broadcast, but Jordan Anderson's left arm of his fire suit was burned off. It was gone when he got out of the truck. That's why he was in such a hurry to get out. I'll take that CTE to get the fuck out of this damn truck. Am I going to stream the London game? I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
Andy Dalton.
Saints suck. The Vikings are decent, but I don't know. Guess you'll just have to get up in the morning and find out.
I think the Vikings are due to go off and score 35.
Oh, wait. Fat dude with the guitar first. Can't unmute it yet.
It is Alabama.
God, just the production quality. We just watched a truck race on Fox Sports 1, and now we're watching on USA with the NBC people, and just the production quality is like 10 times better.
Maybe we get to watch more than a half a race under green.
Yeah. Found this video of this dude when I showed him playing the drums there. Found a video of a guy. He's got like his stomach hanging out, and he's playing a guitar. He's got a pick and a drumstick in one hand, and he's strumming the guitar and hitting the snare drum on a drumstick and kicking and playing drums and guitar and singing all at the same time. And he was doing it really well. I was like, wow.
I'd never been.
Every now and then something stupid from TikTok slips through to me, even though I don't have a TikTok. Well, the fire suit does protect you, but I guess at a certain point it protects so much. Probably kept it from getting hurt worse than he was, or burnt worse than he was. I want to win a race. I want to do a burnout and have the fucking rubber sitting there on fire and have a bag of marshmallows with me. And I'm going to sit there and toast them while they're interviewing me at the start-finish line. That's what I think of every time I see Noah warming his hands on the fire from that one burnout.
Speedway, the Sparks 300. A picture-perfect day here in Talladega, Alabama. As the cars
Sparky.
off the pit road. Want to take a look at the
Obviously, Austin Hill's got to be the heavy favorite. He and Noah Gregson. Noah's got to go to the rear. Parker Kligerman's in the 48. I'm sure he'll win, and we won't get any money off of that now. Well, Karen, you always go out on such a limb with your race picks. Austin Hill and Noah Gregson. Why'd I go out on a limb there? I wouldn't want to bet on Austin Hill. Yeah.
So many drivers that will have to drop back in the rear, so I'm not really sure where the rear of this field is going to be.
I'm going to go with the man who won more truck races than Noah. I'm going to go David Starr.
All right, Jeff, let's see if we can dial up the driver of the 98, Riley Herbst, on the radio.
Hey, Riley, it's the boys in the USA booth. You got us?
I got you. What's going on?
Let's go, Riley. Today's the day. If Matt DiBenedetto can get a win, quotations, Riley Herbst can get his today.
First off, we're still thinking about our good friend and engineer DJ. I know you're watching, buddy, so we miss you badly, so get back to the track with us. But this is Talladega, Jeff. This is going to be all holds back, and let's see how many points we can get these first two stages. And
Michael McDowell going to win tomorrow.
Try to pick up a win.
So, Riley, how do you manage today with really only a few Fords on the racetrack and no real teammates? How do you make today work?
Yeah, definitely with lack of Ford is going to be a problem. But when I've watched in past races, everybody wants to go to the front and everybody wants to put the really fast race cars.
Put $1 on Corey LaJoie tomorrow.
Really fast Ford Mustang for us, so we'll see what happens.
All right, you've been in multiple of these races with a lot of experience. Tell us how you're going to pull this off today.
Yeah, just really, really disciplined. Gonna have to listen to spotter 10 feet on top of the roof all day long, and be very, very disciplined. Put our car in good spots all day long, and you got to be there with the white flag. So that's our goal.
Well, good luck. We appreciate you letting us ride along with you. Have a good day.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Some cool shots there for the Ford Performance Cam. Thanks for letting us ride along.
I do that all day. Another camper
Like riding along with Jeff Burton.
Fox is like, great idea. Onboards all day.
The helmet cam that you see right
What if we did a broadcast where it was nothing but onboards, they're probably saying.
Thanks to state water heaters.
So then you can't see like 75% of the race.
Awesome shots today throughout the race.
How do I feel about my team so far? They suck. But, I mean, we knew they were going to suck, so fuck them. Yeah, expectations have definitely been met for the Atlanta Falcons. They suck.
46 points to the good, and despite that, crew chief Chris Thiel told me that they don't feel safe at all. He said he was not going to feel confident unless they leave Talladega with an even bigger points buffer. He said no one except for Gregson should feel safe today. He thinks the chances of getting to the end are slim, so they'll be looking for every stage point they can. Ty starts from the front row. Starting behind him in the second row is Justin Allgaier, making his 400th career Xfinity Series start, but in all his years in the series, he has never won on a super speedway. I asked him, what's keeping him from victory lane? And he told me his problem is he's always thinking 10 steps ahead, which helps a driver at mile-and-a-half tracks, but here you just need to do, he said, you can't think. Despite that, he told me the goal today, Marty, is to still win.
Well, Cam Noah Gregson is going for an Xfinity Series record 5th straight win, which no one has ever done in this series, and also the only driver to advance to the round of 8 after his win at Texas last week. I spent time with him yesterday and I said, does that change your mindset because you've already advanced? He said, you know, I thought about that this week, and he said, no, it does not, because I want to approach every race in this playoff, if we've advanced or not, as if we're below the cut line, and we have to race for points. So expect Noah Gregson, even though he's advanced, to be very aggressive today. Also spent some time chatting with A.J. Allmendinger yesterday. I asked him, You still not like restrictor plate racing? He said, no, by far my least favorite form of racing that we do. And I would love to be patient. I would love to.
AJ's like, we need more road courses.
Patience is just not in my vernacular. I have to
Vernacular, that's a big word. Like gymnasium, that's a big word.
He said, I want to go to Roval next week, the cutoff race for the round of 8, and I want to be
Refrigerator.
where points don't matter. I just want to race for the win.
Right now, 47 points above.
Yuki, a lot of teams should be 2-1 or 3-0. The Bengals should be 4-0. Should be, but they're not.
Well, Talladega is NASCAR's biggest oval, 113 laps today, 300 miles.
Oh, they should have beat Dallas. Their offensive line sucked, but they should have beat Dallas.
So that's outside of a fuel issue, which is
I was just kind of surprised to see that
a
Dallas
pit stop will be required, whether it will be under green or under
Should
caution.
Jacksonville be
We'll have to
taking
just wait and see. But a lot of these drivers,
Boy, Jacksonville's pretty good.
series racing, we don't see a
It
lot of
seems.
pit stops. So that would
I
be a
keep
challenge
wanting to
for
say I
some of
wouldn't
these
be surprised if they beat the Eagles.
Everybody's trying to get in.
I wouldn't either. Egregious, that's another good word. Egregious.
Well, Ryan Sieg has finished top
And
five
facetious.
in the last Talladega races, and when I asked him why he's been so good at
Which
this
sounds
track,
like a country singer.
he just laughed.
Facetious.
Most of it is luck, and that can change very quickly.
That's a
The
sweet
winner
paint
of
scheme
the
on Ryan
stage
Sieg's car.
today and raced very aggressively was Ryan
I
Zotto.
love purple.
Playoff driver Jeremy Clements, on the other hand, had a little
That's
bit
a
of
sweet
trouble in
paint scheme on Jeremy Clements' car.
37th position, and when I spoke with Jeremy today, he said there was nothing wrong with the car. The steering was a little dirty, but otherwise they just didn't have the pace. Now, he was not overly concerned because he felt like their winning car in Daytona had similar speed, and he just got on the radio.
What are
a
the
minute ago,
what?
Jeremy, and said,
Karen?
Team, if there's ever a track to start at the back, this is it.
We'll talk about two teams going in different directions.
Would you like to buy a vowel?
Austin Hill and Richard Childress Racing. They finished 3rd and 2nd in the last 2 races, and they are on the pole today and terrific at this type of racing. He told me yesterday, I'm going to use stage 1 to kind of feel out the field and expect to be very aggressive in stage 2. Meanwhile, Brandon Jones is below the cut line. A lot of people thought he
Hug.
was maybe a championship.
I hate stocking them things at work. The boxes are always heavy as shit.
Meeting with his crew chief this week,
Yeah.
Jeff Bendering talked about over blocking. He said, let's calm down some of the blocking. Let's be smart. But we must leave here with stage points. Nobody expected Brandon Jones to be below the cut line coming into Talladega. Race number 2, Rick. But here he is. He needs stage points today.
Yeah, 13 points right now, below the 39 of Ryan Sieg, who is currently 8th. Again, the bottom 4 after the Roval eliminated from.
And the pace car is in.
Pace car has made its way onto pit road. Field in the hands now of Austin Hill. Ty Gibbs, their makeup. Row number 1 as we get ready to go racing in Talladega. It's the second race of the playoffs, the Xfinity Series.
Green, green, green. Andale, andale. Let's go racing. Shit Darrell Waltrip actually said for 300, Alex. She bang, she bang. Shit Michael Waltrip actually said for 300, Alex. Cue the video of Rick Allen singing Pants on the Ground.
In the Xfinity Series, you cannot lock bumpers. There is bump draft.
Don't like bumpers.
You can't lock up with
You go from watching a truck race to watching this, and it's pretty jarring.
So interesting. These are the first laps in competition for everybody on this racetrack.
I'm in second.
How your car's gonna draft, what it's
Can we
gonna
call
do,
the race here when I get this lead in the next few laps?
So much to learn. Guys might be patient, may want to ride around, but you learn nothing doing that. The guys that are up in the pack, really pushing their cars, are learning the most early in the race. That'll pay off late.
Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed, 1-2.
Sheldon Creed behind him.
I picked Creed because he's going to ride Austin Hill's fucking speed to victory. Stay with him. He knows what he's doing.
It started to stretch itself out a little bit. Now the top line is starting to get more organized. See how much closer the cars are together now on the top line? That should provide them some momentum. No aggression. Look at him on the outside. Remember, he had to jump to the rear. Here he is already making it 3 wide, hoping somebody will go with him.
Absolutely going to need that help, Jeff, to continue moving forward. Won't be able to make those runs or create any energy for that car by himself. He's getting some help from Ryan Sieg back here. He's going to join that 9 car on that third outside line.
Third line ain't going to work.
And already on lap 2, as you mentioned, he started in the back, inside the top 15 for Noah Gregson.
Somebody just blow smoke or something.
Parker Kligerman, double duty, finished ninth. That's unofficial still. It was a crazy.
I just love the lack of energy in the pack compared to the truck race because Xfinity Aero Pack. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ty Gibbs wrecks in front of the field in the wall.
Oh, Riley just avoided that.
I don't know the extent of the damage. It's not as bad as it could have been, and nobody else hit him. And Ty Gibbs is lucky. Ty's lucky to still be running. And Herb's got really lucky there.
That should have been a really big crash.
Yeah.
But this driver right here did a really, really good job. Gets a little bit of a push. They're running up on the back of the 2 car. I think the 54 lifts. He gets a push in the left rear. That is a terrible place to be bumping.
Payback for Kansas. I'm kidding. You don't pay somebody back at Talladega. That's not payback. That's just somebody got a little loose and got tapped and spun.
All the energy of those cars behind him are coming up. Look at the 16, the 7, all those guys pushing up on him. But when you bump draft here and you do make contact, you do not want to hit the left rear of the car in front of you. You don't hit them in the left rear. You want to be offset to the right.
Watch everyone scatter.
Yeah, this black car coming with the purple roof.
I guess
39 of Ryan Sieg right there. Very close
Oh,
to
boy.
making both his and Ty Gibbs' day. He was unable to make that move. This is an impressive example of some driving. I mean, that contact reasonably light compared to what it could have been. Yeah, he's fine. I mean, if they get the tires on there and have no damage from the flats.
Yeah, 54 is okay, I do believe.
Move the nose around because it hits the nose right here, right there.
I think Jordan Anderson hit the wall harder than that, and he wasn't even in his car.
Out of the race, if not more cars.
And, Allgaier pushing him. I'm not so sure he could see that Ty was right against the car in front of him.
And that is the toughest thing as a driver is that you can't see through the car in front of you, so you don't know how close he is to the next car.
These Gibbs didn't have to spin out on purpose to make a caution.
And it's critical that the spotter is letting you know, all right, he's right to his bumper, or he's a car length away. So you know you can keep pushing, or you need to quit pushing.
Let's listen into Justin Allgaier's radio.
All them Chevys.
I tried everything I could right there. I don't know. Did I get the 54? Is that what happened or what? I mean, you hit him, but I think he was a little sideways before you got to him.
This is bad timing.
That's crew chief just saying, yeah, you hit him, but it's all right. But I can tell you, Marty, probably Gibbs doesn't think it's okay.
Nobody cares what he thinks.
Yeah, we got to get Sam Mayer moved up.
Once again, you see that wreck should have been huge, but because he has the power of Christ on his side.
That's why he's going to win.
Yep.
He can't win it
Make
if
it
he's young.
fuel-wise to the end of the stage, but nice time to make a handling adjustment.
You know, God gives his best angels his toughest battles.
A few guys come to pit road.
So, good for Ty Gibbs.
We did see some tire wear in the
I go run over somebody on pit road, you stupid douchebag.
see if that heavy right side wear is an issue as well for the Xfinity cars.
I can't believe they're letting Ty race in the Cup race this week.
A lot of fun.
After last week, he should have got sent home. Oh, fuck. I really hate I didn't sleep worth a shit last night. Well, as you know, God moves in mysterious ways. Didn't expect him to move Ty Gibbs' car to the right there, head on into the wall, but he was just showing him what he could do if he acts up. Breaks one of them fucking commandments or something. I think the Iceberg said this week on the podcast, I didn't watch, but I saw the quote. He said, Ty Gibbs is a strong case for being an atheist. And I was like, yeah.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Credit One Bank, a credit card company. And by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. So the 54 of Ty Gibbs came to pit road and...
Somebody remember Barry McCocker's tweet about his wife being in labor, but he wants to watch the Army game, so his country comes first. Somebody believed it and sent him that. Somebody thought he was being serious. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. You'll regret this decision.
So reminding their young driver to stay focused for the rest of the race. They did come down, changed 4 tires.
So it's a wow. All because you wanted to show support for your troops.
Otherwise, looks all in good. He absolutely saved that race car.
And I agree with Jeff. When I look at the car, not a lot of damage. It'll be the clearance of the splitter. You see a little bit of
woozies in this race.
bent area on that
Oh boy.
right side. We'll just have to see.
And Ty Gibbs back there with him, going to get run over again like at Portland.
Ready for the restart. Sheldon Creed will be on the inside. Austin Hill on the outside.
A little bit of teamwork right here.
Teamwork.
Sheldon Creed dragging back. Now Austin Hill's going to drop in front of him. Now they're lined back up.
Smart thing. Give Austin Hill the lead. Let him run the laps down till the end when it matters.
Austin will try to take care of his teammate as long as he possibly can, but he will pull up in front of that second line to slow it down if it does get a run going.
He's gonna
Teammate's
block
gonna
the
do
field
it.
for Austin.
Ty Gibbs is currently not a contention. I'm vomiting and shitting uncontrollably.
They both move back and forth.
You know, I don't like Ty Gibbs, but Noah Gregson really makes me want to like Ty Gibbs because Noah's such a piece of shit. He makes Ty seem likable.
Slow that 7 down, stall him out.
And behind that 7 are 2 Colic cars, the 16 and the 11.
And the
That
10's right
group
there.
has done a great job over the years of working well together
about
on
Castle.
Speedway Racing.
Our guy's going to get to the outside now.
Highline with a little momentum as Allgaier now fighting for the lead here with Austin Hill.
Third line developing up there.
Ain't gonna
Jumps
work.
up in front of it.
Sorry, Raleigh.
The energy out of that middle groove, that middle line, till those guys in the very back of that can fill up. It's really about numbers, having more cars in a row, bumper to bumper, will create the most energy and the best draft.
And they're learning. It's very strange. Sometimes you can jump up on that 3 line and it works, and then you try the same thing in the same race later and it doesn't work. So they're learning right now by jumping up there. It does not appear at the moment to be going forward, but it might change.
Steve mentioned the tire wear. We had a lot of trucks in the truck race wear the tires out down to the cords.
He did?
Right rears,
He didn't pass nobody.
right fronts
No.
blowing, left fronts wearing to the
Well,
cords.
maybe
So
not.
some concern amongst the
I thought it
teams
was
about
weird.
what they might see
Damn.
today. It's a very green racetrack. There's
I'd say Allgaier's fast. I mean, that's not good to get out there like that, but the fact that he can says a lot.
Allgaier got pretty far out.
See that gap he got?
AJ Allmendinger.
The top line is starting to dominate here. They got more cars.
A little bit, got a little bit of a push and maybe take the lead, but
The choo-choo train's coming, y'all.
be a little bit calm right now, Marty.
Noah's kind of fucking up the tail end of that line.
Pack back there, Maya Snyder trying to give him a little push up through the middle. I did check in with Luke Lambert Jr. Your point's exactly right as to why Noah Gragson came down pit road. He said that tire wear in the truck race honestly worried me a little bit. So I decided, you know what?
Where the hell you going, Raleigh?
As often as we can, keep them full of fuel. So Steve, they will re-glue those tires, use them later if they need to. But Lambert just wanted to check the wear after just a couple laps.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea.
This ain't a cup race. You ain't got to worry about that. Needed a competition caution every 25 laps at Texas. Damn, it's getting hot in here. I got to take my fucking shit off. Not my Kiss robe. I like wearing this.
High line surging a bit now as Allgaier has easily cleared the inside line of Austin Hill.
And he'll stay up in this top.
Yee, Raleigh, I don't know.
Using the energy off the car behind him. It's working. They're moving forward. So don't pull down to the bottom and allow that outside.
Oh, Jeb cut Raleigh a break there. Did not wreck the dog fuck out of him.
You can see them just driving by, slowly inching by.
Hey, Allgaier's the leader. AJ's second.
He's going to try to drive him to the bottom. It's going to shake things up a little bit. He's got Allgaier wondering what's going on. All that's going to take the energy away from that outside line. That's going to slow their progress down. As they start to move around and not work together.
Trevor Bayne in the 18. It's supposed to be Drew Dollar in the 18, but it's Trevor Bayne. I don't know why they took Drew Dollar out of it, but I'm glad they did. Oh, boy. Ooh, Trevor. A little bit of patience, buddy. Ain't nothing to race for right now. Why get the lead? You ain't going to hold it. They're 3 wide behind you.
Trevor Bayne's in the 18, that black with the gold stripe down the bottom.
Allgaier's way out in front. He's lucky these two right here slowing each other.
Allgaier keeps gapping the field by a little too much, but it's not really hurting him.
Trevor is being very aggressive in that black number 18. He is.
Remember, Trevor Bayne has ALS, right?
3 wide back here for the 5th position. As Sheldon Creed doesn't know which way to go. Now he's got 3 options behind him.
AJ's pushing that 23 back there. He's going to have to do something here. He's going to have a big run on Trevor. The white car on the outside in the 4th line had a run there. Didn't take it. Pushes Trevor. Trevor now.
Oh, look at Riley on that bottom.
That top groove's starting to reorganize again. And that middle line, see Jeb Burton right here.
Almost bet on Jeb. Remember that. There's always that one guy I consider betting on, like really consider. And then he overachieves when I don't bet on him.
The possibility of that top line becoming dominant depends on the guys in the first 4 or 5 positions of that top line to stay committed to each other. When you start to see it become dominant, you better jump up in it because you're going to the back. As you see, Burton and everybody on this inside line aren't going anywhere, and more cars are going by on the outside line. And you can see in Jeff's mirror, he has a car right behind him. There's just not enough of it. Getting mixed up here up front. We got Trevor Bayne moved out of line. Trying to pass for second place here over Austin Hill, Marty.
Trevor's making moves that don't make any sense. Like right here. Better get down. Austin Hill trying to hang out Allgaier. Alfredo in the middle. Now they're 3 wide. Austin Hill's going to get the lead out of this. And Allgaier's going to go to the very top and go to the back.
Gets shuffled out. Austin Hill, Alfredo side by side. Then it's Bayne. Allmendinger, Creed back there. Creed going to the inside here. Creed in that red car, that number 2.
What in the world?
And we're back to normal.
He's going to come down there. Austin Hill in the 21 is going to pick him up. They're going to go to the front.
Myatt Snyder.
Not a surprise to see Austin Hill leading these races.
Disaster.
He's led about 30%
That 18 car is
of the laps on super speedways this year. Done a really nice job.
So I tell Ty Gibbs if he wants to get closer to heaven, he should get up here and get in this wreck, and then he might have a shot at it.
Alongside Myatt Snyder. We were really close to having that outside line become dominant.
Hill and Creed back out front.
A bunch of guys back to the bottom of the racetrack. Austin Hill's trying to take them all back to the top again.
That 18.
Trevor Bayne, he is looking for anything he can find for a way to get to the lead of this race. Look at him. Changing lanes. Very aggressive.
And And a lot of experience. Trevor Bayne, the 2011 Daytona 500 winner, the youngest ever to win that big race. Austin Hill's out front right now.
You spend the day watching your kids' big game. At least one of you is having fun.
Why don't I not mute this? Sorry, I was lost in the sauce here. Literally, the sauce. Man, I lied. I'm hungry, but I don't want a lot. I don't want a lot of food. I just don't know what I want. I think my Creed bet's a good one because he can just tuck behind his teammate here all damn day. They got fast pasta. He's actually fast pasta today, not slow pasta.
I just hope he's not cooked pasta by the end of this race.
Like he was at Darlington. Choo-choo! It's coming. Good thing the stage is going to end in 9 laps. Because Hill, Creed, and Alfredo, and Bain, and Allgaier, and Josh Berry, and everybody single file. Yep, there it is. Choo-choo. 9 more laps of the choo-choo train. Brandon Jones. Ooh, whoa, Brandon Jones. You see that shit? He sliced up to get in that top line between the 66 and the 39. That was pretty stupid, but it worked, so I guess it wasn't that stupid. He's like, quick, I got to run 15th. Gotta show Dale Jr. how remarkably average I am before I get in that 9 car next year and waste it. Yep, they're all single file. Dress rehearsal for Cup tomorrow. Oh my god, how many fucking commercials? Why'd that dude in that Chucky commercial look like George Carlin? Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but Jennifer Tilly can still get it. If she ever hears this, you can get it if you really want it. You wouldn't want it. And I don't know why you ever would, but you could.
Radio broadcast. All you have to do is search NASCAR in your app store to download and start a free trial.
I thought she was really funny on Liar Liar.
Teammate Sheldon Creed right behind him, Kim.
It's hard to stand out as funny in a movie with Jim Carrey.
This number 2 car probably wouldn't be up at this point, looking for stage points, looking to be out front, because crew chief Jeff Stankiewicz said,
Choo-choo.
playoffs, we don't need to set ourselves up for more points. We're setting ourselves up for wins, but we have a job to do today. Our teammate Austin Hill is still in the playoffs. He will need stage points and he will need drafting help. So the two really taking team orders for the first 2 stages going to help.
Creed will do something stupid to try to win a race for himself. I know he will.
Jeff also talked about the friendship that these two drivers have developed together over the course of the year, and he acknowledged the fact that they didn't necessarily have that when they were Truck Series competitors, but as they gained...
Well, Creed wasn't friends with anybody when he was driving trucks because he was hitting everybody.
It's made them more comfortable, Marty, to race together up front like we're seeing right now.
Well, Kim, in the pre-race, Austin Hill told you, I'm going to take stage 1 and learn. What is he learning? His car is awfully good.
Remember when Austin Hill almost beat Johnny Sauter's ass? That would have been funny.
In the championship 4 conversation, they finished 3rd and 2nd in the last 2 races, and he has 2 drafting race wins earlier this year, Daytona and Atlanta. Looking for a 3rd at Talladega today. 6 to go in stage 1.
He won at Daytona.
Austin Hill out front, and you take a look at this season at Daytona, finished 1st, right out of the gate. Atlanta,
No Austin Hill.
in March, a 2nd, but he came back there in July and got the win. But so good.
Finishing 14th in that Daytona race last month is quite the accomplishment if we really want
When we asked him in the pre-race,
to dissect that race.
about you and these speedways, he said, I don't know, it just, for me, it clicks. I just know where to certain positions.
Look at that little back line there with Noah and Riley 20 cars back. So cute.
That's what I would do too. If I found something that worked and prepared me for these races, right? He mentioned he watches a lot of tape, re-watches the races to kind of have an idea, not just what he did, but who was the most successful? What was their attempt all day long? What was their approach? And this single file run right here around the top is really, I think, the fear of a playoff driver like Josh Barely or Riley Herbst, who's a little bit farther back. 5 laps to go.
Thought he said Josh Barely for a second.
To the top 10, so
My favorite driver drives the 8 car, Josh Barely.
get broken up and get racy coming to the end. We can see,
Now there's a bottom line.
more guys are gonna start diving down
Brandon
there.
Jones, Trevor Bain.
Go down there, try to improve their positions, just strictly because they need
With
stay
4 to go.
Sam Mayer was trying to lead that line. The people started diving in front of him to try to be the first.
Stay committed.
the problem.
Quit half-assing.
Together. They've got to push each other and stay in line and work together for them to go forward.
Well, I think Brandon Brown said this is his last race in the 68 forever. For realsies this time. I've heard like 4 times this year. It's the last time he'll be in the 68 that he finds a way to come back.
And try to get themselves into the top 10. See back here, Mike Snyder, not a playoff driver.
Mike Snyder almost wrecked back here. You guys catch that?
Is going to race here, and that's going to make it difficult.
And it killed the bottom line.
Forward for these guys that want the playoff points to get forward into the top 10.
Mike went to the bottom, trying to get underneath Trevor Bain, and most people went with Trevor, did not go with Myatt, and now it slowed that whole line up. Now Noah's trying to decide where to go. Instead of going with his teammate, he went with Myatt. See, Riley Herbst right here, he's like, hey, there's no future there. I'm going to jump up to the top, trying to get in the top lane.
Not a big enough hole for Sam Mayer to try to jump in front of that 98.
I think there's absolutely another run coming from somebody or a few cars in this outside line. Who can try to time it? You see that 18 car. He continues to jump out of line. Trevor Bain.
Is that to see if someone's going to go with you or just testing?
2 to go.
He's taking every run.
Nothing going on up front. You ain't passing the RCR cars. Ain't nothing going to happen up front. Hill's got the stage 1 because you're not passing him and Creed.
Watch that yellow car.
Well, it said, what's Creed got a race for points for? He don't care.
When he gets to turn 3, he's going to hang a left. He's going to get a run right here. Now go to the inside. But see, the 18 car of Trevor Bain's not close enough to him to help him. Now it slows down. Now Trevor's not even making 3 wide. But he didn't. He went with him, and now he's trying to get some momentum.
Jones drafted
Oh, Parker. I thought Parker was going to wreck himself in front of the 98. Now everybody's going to the bottom. They got the RCR guys on the bottom now. Okay, now you got a race for the next lap.
to get down and block this line.
Hill, Creed, and AJ and Hemrick all went down to block Brandon Jones.
So you have 2 teammates up front, Rick.
1 to
They
go.
will probably remain committed to each other. That's going to make it difficult for anyone else.
Sheldon Creed is going to try to help Austin Hill. To your point, Sheldon's not in the playoffs.
AJ ain't going to try to help him.
To the outside, trying to get in front of the
Here comes a
center
big
car.
run. Brandon Brown and Justin Allgaier. Allgaier going to go to the middle. Back up.
Very tight racing. As we see Brandon
I'd have pushed the 16. That just killed that outside. Yeah.
He's fighting for the third
It's a
spot.
stage, not the end of the race.
Now Sheldon Creed, he's going to
Like I said, 21 to 2. You ain't passing both of them. You might get one of them. You will not get both.
happen quickly though. They're now in the front straightaway heading to the start-finish line.
Points so important. The 21 of Austin Hill.
Comes a run from Hemrick. Easily blocked.
But as they cross the stripe,
Austin Hill wins stage 1.
winning stage 1.
Yeah.
Creed second. Doesn't need points, but he was second anyway.
Second career stage win for,
Ty Gibbs 8th. My brother in Christ.
again, the top 10 in.
Gets wrecked and he still outruns Sam Mayer. Starting to feel about Sam Mayer the way I feel about Hocevar. What dumb shit will he do to himself today to fuck himself over? Even though I like Sam Mayer. Don't really care for Hocevar. Want to see how a dog's tongue drinks water in slow-mo? Hold on. They scoop it under. You would think it's coming up, but no, it's under. Weird. So what are the Miami Dolphins going to do if Tua gets a staph infection? Try to treat it with some Neosporin and send him back out?
Pit stops taking place at the end of stage 1, Kim.
The way they treat his concussions, I mean. Here's the only way you're going to split up the two RCR cars, pit road.
Austin Hill with a stage win, 10 stage points. You saw the right side tires there for Daniel Hemrick. He actually was not very happy with his teammate AJ Allmendinger. He thought they were going to stay in line. Going to be 4 tires for Daniel Hemrick.
Colleague can't work together because AJ doesn't trust his teammates. That's my theory. 2 tires for everybody. 4 for Sam Mayer.
2 tire stop
and Parker Kligerman.
Austin Hill and teammate Creed, Trevor Bain, a 2 tire stop.
Man, if my teammates were Landon Castle and Daniel Hemrick, I don't know if I'd be too keen on working with them either. Gotta do what you gotta do. Can't wait to watch Tampa's defense win the game for him tomorrow night while Brady throws for 140 yards and gets all the credit. It proves he's better than Mahomes once and for all as Brady throws for 140 yards, 2 interceptions, and the Buccaneers win 16-12. What's that old woman know about a PS5 headset? You guys are being awfully quiet, and I'm sleepy. And we're watching the Choo Choo Train 300 at Talladega.
Choo-choo.
Some breeze going in here.
So much destruction taking place this week all across the state of Florida as well as South Carolina, North Carolina. If you'd like to help support those affected by Hurricane Ian, please visit www.redcross.org, or you can text the word Ian to 90999 to make a $10 donation. So much destruction when Hurricane Ian came.
I don't even know how you fix shit like that.
On the west side of Florida, and then Daytona was hit hard as well. Volusia County.
Where's the meme of the fucking big dude in the yellow coat doing this to the construction companies after a hurricane comes through?
Areas on opposite ends of the state, and you can help out. Stage 1 is complete, and pit road is now vacant, but down there on the Peacock pit box is Kyle. and Brett.
Brad, let me ask you. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed kind of controlled that first half.
They did.
But have you ever seen anyone spin from the third position and not get an ambulance ride as a parting gift?
Ooh, no. That back straight. That's
Kyle
fast.
Petty's funny.
Did a good job of saving that race car. But the thing I noticed, KP, was really interesting. I mean, if you're AJ Allman,
His ponytail, it's glowing.
You're really upset with yourself. Dale Earnhardt Jr. said it best. These guys did not.
Kyle Petty's ponytail has white flames coming out of the back of it.
And you don't have an opportunity to go forward. I can't believe that they just threw away.
He's too tall.
Meanwhile, Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed had a plan. They executed.
Yeah, and look, and we talked about stage points from the very beginning. We're going to post them right here.
Yeah.
We'll see what stage. These are so important. We talked about it in pre-race. You get down to that last race, you don't want to give anything up.
No, man, this is like little bitty nuggets of gold you find before you get in the gold mine. You got to go get those stage points, 1 through 10, any of them you can get. So you throw that away, now it's gone. You got another opportunity, and then it's time to make hay. So you guys better get organized. They're going to have a long day.
One stage left, Rick, and one of the most important gold mines that we go to in this stage.
Nuggets of gold. That's what they're fighting for at the end of these stages. I always thought it was stage points, but little nuggets of gold. That's good. Austin Hill.
Little nuggets of gold. Is this the Leprechaun movie?
He will get the extra playoff point as well, which will help him down the road.
Justin Haley's like the size of a leprechaun, but he's not in this race.
As the 18 of Trevor Bayne will be on his outside.
For some reason, I thought Collick was bringing back that extra car for Justin Haley for this, but they didn't.
I'm sure Trevor Bayne has proved that he's going to be aggressive, but we talk about Collick, and their recipe for success seemed to be teamwork. We had saw some remarkable teamwork, both here and Daytona, working with one another 2 and 3 wide. But this mix of drivers I have this year, guys, it just doesn't seem to be quite as cohesive, right? It seems like one's going left while the other's going right. I don't know if that's on purpose or if they just don't quite believe in the plan that they had in years past.
Yeah, for whatever reason, there's less of them up there to be organized. It seems like that, they're never at the same place at the same time. We've heard from some cars, some teams, a little bit of excessive tire wear on the right rear. We saw some tire wear issues in the truck race. Marty, what you got on Collick?
Well, Junior, I think the frustration from Daniel Hemrick was the plan was that they were going to stick to the bottom, but AJ Allmendinger.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the. Well, no. Justin Haley is allowed to be in this race if he wanted to be because he doesn't have 5 years of Cup experience. The rule is Cup drivers with 5 years experience cannot race Xfinity playoff races, and they can only run like 6 or 7 Xfinity races a year. Justin Haley could be in this race if he wanted to be.
Talladega Super Speedway. Again, Austin Hill on the inside. Trevor Bayne on the outside as they go up through the gears.
It's the 5-year rule. Somehow Hill and Creed found each other already. They started right with each other on the bottom. But Bayne and Brendan Jones, and then Sam Mayer and Allgaier, and they're going to hang out right. That was all just an elaborate scheme to screw Riley Herbst, and I don't like it. Leave Riley alone. Big elaborate plan. They know. They know. Trevor Bayne's the leader.
It was actually like he was at the party and they told him to leave.
Haha.
They didn't invite you, bud. He's going to try to regroup, though. I mean, the great thing about it is he's going to have a heck of a run here in a minute. And if somebody wants to go with him, he can take that run and do some work with it.
Oh, no, it's like 5 years in Cup is the rule.
Outside line really getting some work done here early on this restart.
The high line right up against the wall.
So now you have the RCR teammates and also the 68 car back there. Brandon they have a little affiliation with RCR as well. Moving around there, but a 2 car. So they're all, I believe, going to stay pretty committed to each other in this bottom groove. Big run in that bottom groove right there, getting into 3. That top lane checked up for some reason, just a little bit. Just a big push
Gibbs versus RCR.
from the 2 car, getting moved around.
Richard Childress taking this so personal.
He's the only one doing it. He's trying to slow that outside lane down and then hoping to get some help. There he goes. That's what he was trying to do, but
Does he need to get closer to the cars? It seems like he's a long ways away to side drive.
well, he's trying to get up there and just kind of if you get up there
a car length away, it's going to affect that outside line. But he doesn't want to allow that inside line. He loses a lot of energy when he pulls out of line, a lot of drag on his car, no help from behind. So he doesn't want to be passed on the inside by that inside line. So he's a little weary to go too far up there, get too far away from him. But he's trying to, it'd be nice to say it. I bet he's thinking in his mind, it'd be nice if you guys would follow me when I go up here. Like, I'm going up here to do some work. Trust what I'm going to try to do here and follow me. Get up the racetrack as well.
Can you do that with hand signals?
Well, you're just probably sharing information with your spotter. I bet those two spotters for RCR are very close together on the roof. So they can actually probably get that information back and forth pretty quickly. But that's a sign of a great restricted plate racer with Austin Hill. Every single lap he's trying to do something to give himself an advantage. Side drafting, all
Junior
the
would
things
know.
that you have in your toolbox. This guy knows it. He knows how to use it.
There's a lot of toolboxes in this race. One of them's in the 9, one of them's in the 98, and the other's in the 54.
Toyota driver update, and we're going to listen in to Trevor Bain.
And one's in the 31 as well.
The rest of the field's lined up with you. You guys are going to start rolling here shortly. And if I start blocking the bottom, it's just going to pull two at a time. I just wondered what you wanted. Yeah, he's just doing a good job side drafting himself, and then they get connected. So staying two behind you. Now he's clear. I think your top is better. I think we're better doing what we're doing. It's a safer bet anyway. If they do get an advantage over you, if he gets a half car lead, I'll just side draft in the corner. Real hard. Pull things up. Don't get out on the 19 and we'll be fine. If he gets a half car in front of me, I'll just side draft in the corner and get back to the
I think A.J. Allmendinger inspired guys like Trevor Bain to be like, you know what, I'm going to come back and run Xfinity. It's called the Elliott. Elliott Sadler was the trendsetter there. I'm going to go back and run Xfinity.
They're being content right now. 7 just on the verge of being clear at times. I just keep doing what you're doing here. Unless they keep getting split up some on the bottom. They're having trouble doing it. Unless he's really aggressive side drafting, which he's not doing now.
Choo-choo! But this time it's not the RCR cars leading the train. It's Gibbs. RCR cars are fading and losing ground. They're trying to find a place in line, but it's going to be hard to get both of them in line.
In the past, great spotter, a race car driver himself. All the great spotters tend to have racing experience, so they kind of know what a driver likes to hear. When a driver wants to hear from you, when he doesn't want to hear from you.
They're just better at 3 and 4 on the bottom than they are 1 and 2. Real tight in your mirror.
Great to listen in to those eyes above the racetrack watching and giving all that information. Marty.
And Rick, I think it's important to reiterate for folks at home, that was live radio we were playing, and that was the communication of the leader of the race, constant communication between.
A lot of the shadow of their cars look like glue sticks. Look like the Elmer's glue bottles. See? See?
We've seen in the truck race and early today in the Xfinity Series race. That worry you a little bit. That used to be the old strategy at Talladega. Lefts and rights, then lefts again.
Make a little kid panic and put like the fucking Elmer's glue and glue their hands together. Go, oh, you're stuck, because they don't know that's going to come apart. Anybody else miss art class when you were in elementary school? Getting that stupid clear glue all over you and it peels right off. I've still got shit that I made back then.
Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas, but 12 laps to go. So far, so good.
You ain't going to get in line. Oh, Hill got in line, but that ditch is Creed. Well, now Creed's fucked. Bain and Brandon Jones are ruining this race. It's their turn to ruin it. Fuck, I'm tired. The old Xfinity choo-choo train ain't helping. I need action, damn it. So you guys want to watch Hocus Pocus 2 instead?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch the original again. It's been years. Ty Gibbs dropped a F-bomb. Somebody's going to hell. Ty Gibbs, I have fucking fumes in my car. But then he followed up by apologizing for his language and saying that it's affecting his eyes.
Now he'll wreck out. Watch.
I know, you failed the test that God put before you. You can't be using that kind of language, kiddo. I love that he's one of those stupid Christians that'll cuss. Oh, God fucking damn it. God forgive me. Where's Hostbar to come out here and spin on purpose to bunch everybody back up? Ty Gibbs out here dropping F-bombs, man. I'm so disappointed. Yeah, I mean, that shows you how fast Creed is. I know he's got some good cars with him, but if you don't have a fast car leading that line, that ain't going to work. And he's back up to third place here with Brandon Brown and Sieg and Parker and Noah. Herbst just can't hang with anybody. Herbst can't stay tucked up behind any car I've seen. Now they're shuffling out Allgaier again. And now what's going on? Bain stayed high. Now he comes down to the middle. And yeah, the bottom line's got the lead. Yay, Sean Creed. Oh, Trevor Bain, big side draft. With 10 to go here in stage 2. No more choo-choo train.
The official app of NASCAR Tracks lets you stay up to date on the latest race and event information from all of your favorite tracks. Search NASCAR Tracks in the App Store. Download for free. You can start using.
Gotta get that 21 hooked back. Look, he's trying to get down to the 2. Hill's trying to get down to Creed, but he can't get clear. And then Creed's gonna come up and just pick him up. Wow. Man, they're working great together. Creed and Hill. 3 wide. There's my 8 wide racing. Brandon Brown leading. Not for long, though. Car got a little light on him in the tri-oval there when Creed side drafted him. Ooh. Big push through the middle here. Going to get Creed clear down the back for this lead. And they go up to the top in front of Bain.
Look at the inside, dropping back.
Can't stop RCR today, I don't think. Although the 8s, Bain and Brennan Jones are really good together. Trevor Bain, again, not content to stay behind the 21.
Trevor Bain has not sat still all race long. Every move, every opportunity he gets, he does something with it. But again, those RCR boys are tied up.
Trevor Bain wants this to be an exciting race. I applaud him.
I think I'd be jumping in that line if I were anybody else.
Bain tried to get in line, can't get in. He's in the middle with a lot of help. He's got help. He's not going to fall to the back here. Yeah. Joe Logano's aggressively masturbating in his hauler. Trevor Bain clears the RCR tandem, takes the lead again. Oh my God, they're actually racing. There's Jeb Burton in the middle of that big pack. 3 wide behind Bain. Bain's got his pick of what line he wants to run. Now he goes to the very, very bottom. And back to the top. And to the bottom. There, we're looking at going 4 wide. Now he's back to the top. Now Hill's going to take the lead. God, crossed him in the tri-oval. He doesn't have Creed with him, but it got him the lead. Damn.
I love that 21 style. He seems to always know where the moves are coming from.
They're racing crazy now.
He's proven success, and once again here today, he's shown why we talked about him in the pre-race, one of the favorites.
Out front once again, Austin Hill.
Big run.
That high line, he's going to get a shove from Anthony Alfredo.
Now it's about to form the train again. The 2 lines. Oh, never mind. Trevor Bain's going to go down and pick up that bottom line. Gets in front of Alfredo for second. I don't know where he's getting these runs. There's not even like that much pushing going on behind him. Riley Herbst struggling to stay tucked into this group. I'm watching him because I got money on him.
Sam Mayer giving Anthony a good push here in the 23 back.
Because on a day where Matt DiBenedetto wins, I'm a believer that anything can happen.
Hill's going to try to block that. Now the outside line's coming along. Hill's going to try to get up in front of them.
6 laps remain in stage 2.
Riding on board with Jim Burke.
Middle.
Right in the middle line.
Down the back now, the very top.
He cannot see the car.
There you go.
The car he's behind. He has no idea.
Now the bottom line is dying. Trevor Bain can't get down there to keep it from falling apart.
You're clear. Push, 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 push.
Now Austin Hill picks it up.
That car that he's pushing right now.
How about the sun, too, as they go through 3 and 4? The glare.
And inside line's got a lot of organization.
5 to go.
With a big push. He's going to stay in the back of this 21. He's going to the outside.
Alfredo wants to lead. Not much of a run there.
Under 5 laps to go.
A lot of lane change here. A lot of lane changes. Brandon now to the inside. Brandon trying to get up.
Ooh, Brandon Brown's going to get the lead down the back here. Maybe. Nope. Here comes a push from Alfredo to Hill. Brown had the side draft set up perfectly, but he just didn't get a push.
Things are getting a little bit crazy back there.
A little dicey for Sam Mayer in the 1.
Sam Mayer in the plus.
Sam's kind of stuck right there, not being able to really get free of that middle groove. Remember, Bain thought about filling that middle up middle. Kind of hung a left, and he went back in the line. Those are quick decisions you have to make. Don't have a lot of time to think about it. Now the inside line is trying to get organized before they fall back a little bit. A lot of good help on the outside as well. Brandon Brown dicing back and forth from the inside to the middle.
I've been saying all year Landon Castle's a waste of that 10 car. I had high hopes for Landon this year. I thought with his experience, with a good team like that, they're struggling all year. Struggling so much, I picked Riley Herbst to win a race before I'd pick Landon Castle. If that gives you any idea.
I don't mind the Raleigh.
Creed to the inside of Bain for third. His teammate Hill's leading.
And that really helps him out here once he got to the Xfinity Series. The Truck Series, a lot of races where you have to use that.
3 laps to go.
Up for Austin Hill here in the Xfinity Series in his rookie year.
That's right, Marty. Aerodynamically, those trucks are so different than Xfinity cars.
Yep.
But you draft, you push, you do a lot of
Get between the 2 and the 21.
not just super speedways.
That's exactly what he did.
And then they'll probably jump right back out of line.
19 to Brandon Jones. The yellow number 19 has come into the picture now. He's the second car back on that high line.
Tried to.
And once again, Austin Hill deciding which line to get in front of. Trevor Bain looks inside, so Austin Hill goes to block.
Matching him. Oh, Alfredo.
Now Anthony Alfredo, no help behind him as that high line falls back.
Austin Hill just doing
Everybody will
a
move
really,
again.
really good job of
He.
the car to keep the energy of his car going. Keep this car
2 to go.
He's got his teammate behind him.
Allgaier and Mayer, 3rd and 4th now.
Another situation
Outside lane's gone now. Now it's all on the very bottom. I like how when they get to like 2 to go, it all goes to the bottom.
18
to get around with only 2 laps left.
Both stages, it gets 2 to go. Oh, everybody time to go to the bottom.
Allgaier and Mayer.
Allgaier Mayer could take
And
a
they
big
could work
run.
together.
Yeah, they
They
could.
need more than just them two.
Jeb will go with them, I think.
They try to get
AJ
around the
did.
front two. What does Jeb do? In this work,
Alfredo and Parker Kligerman go with AJ. They're too far back. And then AJ bailed and got back into the bottom line.
fell in behind Jeb.
I guess maybe he thought the others were
Tight,
doing
man.
that.
They are right against each other. Now AJ outside.
AJ again. Now you can't change your mind now. You got your mind made up. Sam Mayer didn't stay with Allgaier.
What you have to do.
And now Creed and Hill got to go up and block them at 1 to go. Now it's all back on the outside. Well, AJ a little wide there.
Sam Mayer in the middle.
Hangs out Mayer, puts him in the middle. Yep, it's on the way, Sam. Hold your line.
Hill slows down the
Go up to the 2.
Needs to get up the racetrack
Austin,
in
go.
front of his
There you
teammate.
go.
Does just that as
Now he
Hill
needs to get back.
And now AJ kills their run. AJ went to the middle to kill that run.
lines. He's going to let the 7 get to the
Yep,
inside.
Allgaier takes the lead into 3.
How many
AJ ain't got nowhere to go. Can't make a move like that in the center of the corner going to the outside.
Now he side drafts.
But Hill's side draft pulls him ahead. Now Allgaier's going to try to put it back on him. Here comes AJ. AJ stays behind the 21. He knows he ain't really got anywhere to go. Austin Hill sweeps the stages.
Go Austin.
Austin Hill sweeping the stages today.
Domination.
This 21 driver making a lot of good decisions, but Junior, you say it all the time.
And nobody's killed each other yet.
That 21, when he gets a push,
Yeah. It calms down, but then just out of the blue, they fucking start racing hard. I like it. Whew. Still tired.
Husvar sucks at cheating.
Put him with fucking Chad Canals. He'll get better at it. Put him with Cole Pern. He'll get better at it. Why you want Brandon Brown to flip? He didn't do nothing. That's a weird request. Yeah, Dale Jr. hired the wrong Brandon. He hired Brandon Jones. Jones, who has a lot of experience underachieving in the best equipment, so he's a perfect fit for Junior Motorsports. Trevor Bain, Sam Mayer, Noah Gregson, Brandon Jones, AJ Allmendinger, Sieg. 2 tires, no tires, and 2 tires. Hill took 4, which tells me Creed took 4. Trevor Gain baned 3 spots. I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. and we got plenty of that there pizza left.
Yep.
I like cold pizza, but eat a little something ain't gonna kill me. Plus, you bought the shit, we need to eat it. Little Caesars. I was in the store a couple months back when prices were really going up. A lot of them have come back down. The prices were going up, and DiGiorno's went up to like fucking $13 on it. Dude, you might as well just go to fucking Little Caesars. Why would I ever get a fucking DiGiorno?
I need some ASMR action there.
What was that pizza? That's still pretty good.
Alex Smith.
He's not wearing Crocs, though. It's fucked up to think about what happened to that man's leg.
Feet.
Rex Ryan loves that commercial. It's all about Alex Smith's feet. Yummy. Do you a favor and get the mic farther away while I'm chewing.
NASCAR on USA is
37.
Ford. Built Ford proud. Northern Tool and Equipment. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com. We're made for this. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
Welcome to Talladega, NASCAR's biggest wild card.
Here comes Jimmy Johnson.
We were there.
We wondered who would win the 500th race for
Yeah,
Team
sitting there
Penske,
thinking,
and
why
it's
in
been
the
decided. Make room, Richard Petty and
Weirdest
Dale
thing
Earnhardt.
ever.
There's another 7-time champ.
You know, I guess make room, Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt is better than when Marty Reed goes, that hammering you're hearing is the sound of the final coffin nail in the final coffin of Jimmy Johnson's championship competitors.
The final 6 races.
But wow, that was a mouthful.
With tomorrow afternoon's race here at Talladega, all on NBC. And
Oh my God, they're all on NBC. How about that?
For those cup races. And tomorrow, during countdown to green, a very boisterous Denny Hamlin is going to join the front of the
Praise
grid.
Dale,
with
praise
Junior
Dale.
and Jeff.
Oh, Denny's going to say some wild shit on the pre-race tomorrow. They're advertising that. They got an interview with Denny on the pre-race tomorrow.
And I know that KP and Brad, you guys have had quite a few thrills here at this racetrack.
Yes, sir. Yeah, not all of them on the racetrack, I will say that. So, let me stand. Stage 2, same results. Have you seen anybody who can take it to Austin Hill?
No, I haven't seen anyone, man. Austin Hill.
I like Bain and Brennan Jones, but Austin Hill's the man.
He was down low. He was just using every
If Trevor Bain don't wreck,
It
he's
has
got a
been
good
fun
shot.
to watch
Yeah.
him.
He don't
But I do.
wreck.
I think that Trevor Bain has a shot if he doesn't wreck the whole field because he's not committed to anything but Trevor Bain.
Tell him, Brad.
They're listening.
But can he get somebody to work with him?
Yeah, let me ask you that question.
Yeah.
He has raced since they dropped the green
Yes,
flag.
he has.
But has he
I would say
burnt
it's
so
Bain
many
also.
bridges
Yes,
that
he
when it
has.
comes to the end of the race, they say,
Yes, he has.
I'm hoping Sheldon Creed.
Trevor Bain has been committed to no one but Trevor Bain. He's cut people off. He's going forward. I like his aggressiveness. He's fast though.
I don't
And
like
that
the
is that's the
aggressiveness,
common
but
denominator. When someone's
it
fast,
is what
it
it
doesn't have to be a teammate. You want to go with a fast race car.
Yeah, once again, a lot of great stage points. We saw Ryan Seek slip in there. Get a stage points. You see Jones with 10. He comes into this thing 13 under. These guys
My
are
brother in
taking
Christ, Ty
valuable
Gibb.
points. Again,
Hopefully he said some Hail Marys during the caution for that F-bomb he dropped earlier.
when we leave that Roval next week, because that is a race that's just as unpredictable as this one. Marty?
Kyle probably win.
Hey, KP, you were talking about Trevor Bain wanting a little help from his teammates or
Yeah,
really
like,
anybody in the field.
Which
He's
Kyle?
wondering the same
Ty.
thing. Listen.
Oh, Ty. No, AJ's gonna.
He said only if a guy behind him is able to help him. Because the 2-car was hitting the crap out of me. I mean, it hit me hard.
So Trevor Bain, the 54 is now behind him. We'll see if he can get a little teammate help for Toyota.
Two and the
Campbell.
21 just built
Clearly willing to be aggressive, Rick, and has the car out front once again.
That basically sounded like the 2-car is way better than the 19. He can get to my bumper.
And he's hitting the crap out of it. So we'll see what Trevor Bain has for help as the pace car
And with 58 laps to go.
Trevor Bayne is on the high side. Noah
Bayne, Gregson, Brandon Jones,
See how he does up front.
Ty Gibbs, Ryan Sieg.
Getting ready for the start of stage 3.
Best car, Austin Hill, took 4 tires and gave up a little track position, but he's still right there in the top 10. Should be no issue for him getting back to the front.
Trevor Bayne got a good jump, but Noah Gregson in that 19. Come on by on the inside. Now Noah's trying to get up in front of Trevor, slow him down. He drops back down in front of the 19 to pick him up as well. Run coming from the top. Noah's going to block that. We got some guys trying
Third
to
line. Never works.
Josh Berry getting out of line there. Jeff was going to go with him. Now he's going to dive back in. Probably going to send Josh to the back of his
Josh Berry to the back.
That red and white car on the outside. Ty Gibbs in that early accident worked himself back up to 4th.
Right behind Gibbs, J.J. Aley in that 66, giving it a great run today. He's run a lot of this race inside the top 10 or 12.
He needs to defend because when you see somebody unfamiliar or see a car that you perceive as maybe not fast, not one of the typical cars you see up front, you try to get around him as quick as you can. And you see the 7 of Allgaier. He is trying to find a way to go to the middle there and put that 66 car in the outside line.
Got to shuffle out J.J. Yaley. They're working hard to do it, ain't they? It worked. And Yaley didn't fight him on it.
By Brandon Jones, riding along with Jeb again.
Every race kind of has its own feel. And this one, with 57
Horse
to go,
19 and the 9.
basically every car is still on the right car.
Watch out, Gar. You better protect that middle if that 7 car's behind you. We saw him try to go to the middle with A.J. Allmendinger at the end of stage 1.
Whoa, Brandon Jones.
Now trying to get his way back up toward the front. Huge block by Brandon Jones right there. Went all the way to the
You blocked from like 5 lanes over. That's pretty big.
And look who's
Ryan Sieg and Austin Hill.
He's taking the lead from Brandon Jones.
The real leader's behind the 39. He's going to get it right here because Sieg's blocking like a maniac. '21 had no push down the back, and look at the speed he carried into 3 to catch back up to the 39. Ooh. From the bottom to the top in the middle of the corner for Hill. That scares me. AJ does it coming off the corner. Oh, man.
Real big moves being made here.
Here comes Brandon Brown in the 68. We'll see how long Ryan Sieg stays up high. He goes down low to block that momentum from the low line.
How much longer can they keep this up, Rick, before something happens? Or somebody makes
all day, Junior, all day.
Just didn't clear the 16, so the momentum on that high line is going to go by Ryan Sieg. And now A.J. Allmendinger up front.
The aggression level's gotten picked up. A pretty calm first 2 stages. This third stage has gotten a little bit wild. 7 cautions in the last stage here in the spring, so you kind of see why. That's a lot with only 60 laps or so in the stage.
Steve, was speedway racing or super speedway racing one of the reasons why you stepped out of the crew chiefing role and came up here into the TV booth? Too stressful?
I was blessed to have 2 of the best, Jeff Gordon and my buddy Dale Jr. next to us in the booth. They're a lot of fun when those are the 2 guys that are piloting.
Yeah, Steve won Talladega
You just can't bring an average car
with Gordon, and he won Daytona and Talladega a couple times with
You
Junior.
have to have the speed, and that's what we're seeing here today. That 21 car looks great, but how about the 39 of Ryan Sieg? Comes in a little bit below the cut line, looking for some points. A win from this 39 would be a big move in the playoffs.
Come on, Creed, let's get there.
Kevin Cowboy Starling.
The third line on the bottom has a lot of cars in it.
This season ends.
It's going to beat this middle line.
He's done a nice job here in the past.
The line out against the wall is clearly the faster line, but that middle line's going to die slowly.
Get it done. He's hoping to drag everybody to this top lane is what he's hoping right now, but it's not going to happen for a little while. I don't know, man. At this point, you're starting to see guys go, hey, man, should we be getting in this high line? I see that high line kind of inching forward. You might see some guys in the middle or the outside actually bail on their plan and get to the top of the racetrack here and hold us a long line. Kim, what you got on that 39 car?
Well, I talked to Ryan before the
I think
race,
Austin
and he
Hill
told
wants to
me
go to the
some
bottom.
of his finishes here have been luck, but some of it
He wants to get where Creed is. Yeah. If Creed gets to the 9 or the 19, he'll go down to the bottom. Go down there, Hill. Have some balls. It'll upset that. It'll kill the momentum in that top a little bit.
And they were significantly worn, showing lots of porting, so they'll keep an eye on that for the rest of the race, Marty.
The winner of stage 1 and 2, Austin Hill, sitting third in line there on the outside, taking an occasional peek out, but not working with his teammate Sheldon Creed. Is there a reason?
Ryan Sieg's going to win in advance.
He like cannot get to me, but like the 23 for some reason, he can hit the crap out of me whenever he wants to. Like he was giving me some big pushes, so not really sure what's going on there.
So Jeff, we've seen the 2 and 21 work together earlier in the race. I'm curious, does it ebb and flow throughout a race where guys can work better together, maybe early and maybe they can't late?
Well, I think it ebbs and flows throughout the whole race. You get separated. You can see right now they want to work together, but they're not separated, so they can't work together. And that's just going to happen throughout the race. You see your teammate on the bottom. If he can get a run forward, then maybe he jumps in front of him. But there's times you want to be together, but you just.
Well, the top line's pulling away. I said that middle lane would die, and it did, and that the top lane was faster, but unfortunately that bottom line that Creed was leading is gone. Now it's completely gone. Everybody's on the top now except for Creed. And Allgaier way in the back.
Trying to come up and side draft and hopefully get a little pull, but now looks like he's on an island. Sheldon Creed falling back on that inside line. Second race.
Oh well, Ryan Sieg controls the race now.
A little bit earlier. Marty.
Yeah, and in that race, Rick, Jordan Anderson, who actually owns a team here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with Maya Snyder, is sitting in.
Oh, Creed. Hey, he made Sam Mayer lifted to let him in. He made Sam Mayer lift to let him in.
Hitting the wall. Here's what happened with Jordan Anderson. Evidently, a fuel line came loose and went directly onto the headers. You see the truck on fire. You see Jordan trying to get out and then makes contact with the wall. I did just get word from a team spokesman. They are treating minor burns on Jordan Anderson's arm, neck, and his knees as well, and he could be released this evening after being flown out of here early. That would be
lucky he didn't get his ribs broke.
The entire NASCAR community thinking of Jordan Anderson, and what a very scary incident.
Trash on the grill, the 39.
Out front, Ryan Sieg.
Trash on the grill.
As he is leading everyone around Talladega Super Speedway.
50 to go. And commercial. Been chipping away at that pizza all day. The steak I had at Denny's today was pretty good. Wasn't cooked perfectly, but it had flavor. Choo choo. Hear dogs barking. I got my window open. Hey, shut the fuck up out there. Like when you tell a dog to shut up and they can't see you, they do shut up for that dog. Huh? They know what shut the fuck up means. Still all single file. No reason for anybody to move. They're going to be like this till the last pit stop or a caution happens. Based on how this race is going, I think it's going to go green a long ways, and there'll be green flag pit stops. That's funny.
World of NASCAR. Every driver has their story. The new docuseries Race for the Championship gives you an all-access pass behind the scenes like you've never seen before. New episodes Thursdays at 10, 9 Central on USA.
Oh, and the nine's upside down.
All right, guys, want to take a look at the Ruoff Mortgage Keys to Victory Lane.
Well, the first thing you need to do is run.
Has WWE been tapping into my brain? That's a picture from like Survivor Series like a year or two ago. Fucking Tony Storm, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, and Bianca Belair.
Basically, Trevor Bayne. Do the Trevor Bayne. Every time you get a run, do something with it and have some
Do the Bane. It's the hottest dance move, according to Dale Jr.
Because when you're taking those runs, you're putting yourself in a precarious position, and also it's so easy to get caught up in
Anthony Alfredo's pitting, Jeb Burton pitting. These are kind of early for pit stop, a little early. And only 2 cars pitted together, so they're fucked.
Speedway racing, you almost run it like a road course. As soon as you can make it on fuel, you come to pit road. Problem is, there's only 2 of them. So when they leave, they are going to be by themselves, Kim.
And Jeb Burton right there in the 27, the winner last
Got a lead change. AJ passing, I think the 39 tried to let him go to get the trash off the grill. Maybe. That's my theory. Got trash on the grill. It's been there for a little bit, but he can't get in line now because the 21's to his inside. If you're pitting this time, trash on the grill shouldn't be a problem. Here come some guys.
Noah Gregson trying to get by the 16. Can he slow it down before the yellow line?
I think Noah nailed pit entry there. Hopefully he sped. I think he nailed it because he did slow down a lot. Oh, Mike Snyder got spun on pit road. He's in his pit box. 31's in his pit box backwards.
No tires.
Marty.
As Maya Snyder's backwards in his pit stall. That is
You got to put tires on.
He almost slid the tires. He said, did I slide him? Did I slide him? His spotter said, no, you were clean on that. Fuel only for all these Chevys who wound up.
Fuel only everywhere.
Can keep up with the gas, which is leaving pit road right there.
See on the top right in the
And we got a side-by-side battle on the apron here coming out of the pits. And they cut away from it.
Another wave coming to pit road.
Guys were racing side-by-side on the apron.
And warning right about the chaos they saw in the last pit stop. Sieg right there in the 39. It's going to be fuel only for him as well. Tell him go, 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 Marty.
Well, the example on the track and on pit road haven't been enough. Do you see Trevor Bayne make that move to go 3 wide coming on to pit road? There to be fuel only. Same for his teammate Brandon Jones at the very first pit stop. So the Toyotas and a few other cars coming down here on pit road with 43 to go in the race, Rick.
Brandon Jones, a little extra fuel there. He's got his gas man trying to put it in a little bit more.
Here come the Chevrolets.
Interesting, guys. See the field behind them coming up to speed. It's going to go around them really quickly. Some of these guys right here have trouble hanging on to this.
Austin Hill's going to be the leader again.
These guys
I
right
do
in front here
believe.
trying to get up to speed. Also probably going to get past down this back straightaway.
Ryan Sieg. What a start for Sieg. Look how far ahead Sieg is, but he just isn't going to have the speed to stay in front. Don't throw a down block. Half expected him to throw a down block. So Hill, Allmendinger, Gregson, Castle, and Sam Mayer, Parker Kligerman, and Sheldon Creed. 7 cars. And Riley Herbst is with them. So I got 2 picks in the lead pack. Well, he stayed behind the 39. They're probably going to lose touch with that lead group. Damn it.
So they're not concerned about being lapped. And what they like now is if a caution comes out, they don't have to pit again. We'll see how long it takes for this next group to come to pit road right here. In my opinion, now they've kind of missed the cycle. They might as well run all the way until they need fuel. That's
So close to having both my guys attached to the leader.
24 more laps, 25 more laps. So I think we could have a split field for quite some time.
Yeah, look how it separated this pack. We had
Jesse, it would
basically
be
all the cars in one big group. Now, with these green flag pit stops, now everybody's trying to sort themselves out. Single file. And you hope, you saw Myatt Snyder, your fear with green flag pit stops is that you lose the draft. You don't have a good pit stop. You have some sort of problem. You can't keep up with the draft, and then they just drive away from you. And it's nothing you can do. If you do not have a draft in front of you, you're just in trouble. Let's see what happened with Myatt.
This was
Myatt's
pit road.
Yeah, Myatt's stall is early, so he's got to get across the racetrack.
I'm just going to turn across everybody.
There's cars there, and he drives across the nose of those guys to get to that pit stall. If not,
That's unfortunate.
Pit stall have to come back to pit road again.
Or you can do like Trevor Bain did at Texas that one year in the Cup race and stop in the middle of a busy pit road and back up. Jeremy Clements on pit road.
And you see Jeremy Clements finally making his stop. It's going to be gas and go for that. His plan for the day was just to ride around. He's going to have to pick things up if he wants a good finish here today.
And so what
They're going to need a caution to get a good finish now.
If you have an early stall like that, when you come to pit road for the green, get left, get far, far left, so that no one can be on your inside line. You can also let everybody behind you know, hey, I'm coming to pit road, and I'm going to be very, very far to the left because of that early stall.
But that's some of, in the Xfinity Series, you don't have a lot of green flag stops. Also a little damage on that left rear quarter panel. That's going to hurt his speed.
Myatt Snyder's a bit of a meme. Hey, look, I do have Riley in the lead pack. That other group caught up. So I got Creed and Riley up here in the top 10.
Well, he's trying to stay in front of the four.
Well, Riley's like right at the top 10. He's there.
Is the leader. So the 31 is trying to stay on the lead lap.
Gonna need Austin Hill to get taken out or something, no.
Here at Talladega, started racing go-karts at 7 years old and now leading the Talladega.
And I questioned that paint scheme on the four. I hadn't seen those color combos before, and our buddy Phil Parsons explained to me that is a throwback. Terry Labonte.
Terry Labonte, yeah.
Terry Labonte. I didn't look it up myself, but if Phil says it is, that's
Well, Dale Jr. would know what it is, wouldn't he?
Maybe Terry ran in the truck race, as well as Austin Hill. I'm sorry, Timmy Hill.
31 did a nice job staying in front of that four car. That makes him the last car in the lead lap. A caution would, give him the opportunity to come down to pit road and repair his car.
So these guys are running 5180s. And the guys that pitted earlier, they came out and they're in a good pack and they're running 5080s. So about a second faster.
And that's why they're, in my opinion, what the 4, the 13, and that 6 of Ryan Vargas and that NASCAR Reddit paint scheme, switch the wheel colors.
It is ridiculous that there's a NASCAR Reddit car on track. What's he going to do, pull over and let Noah Gregson win if he was up front? Like Reddit would want? Because he's got personality.
They're kind of committed to this strategy. They're going to have to.
Somebody put on Twitter, there's an Earnhardt in the top 5 at Talladega late in the race. Because Jeffrey ain't pitted yet.
If they wouldn't pick up speed. I wonder if that damage on the left rear is slowing this whole group down, or if they are happy and content to be behind him.
And now the Austin Hill pack has moved up to 6. It's still Curry out front, leading here at Talladega.
Dude, my sponsor hasn't been on my stream in weeks. Sponsor, where are you? Did you give up or are you out there? You gotta be listening. You're that obsessed with putting weird shit in my comments, you gotta be listening. Why'd you give up on me now? Am I boring you? Didn't look at the size of that fucking meatball.
Oh my god.
Iceberg just tweeted his food. He's got like spaghetti and a giant fucking meatball in the stands at Talladega. So they got the meatball, and Martinsville's got the $2 hot dogs. Man, that Martinsville hot dogs were good. That was some good tasting shit.
Best thing about that race, that was the hot dogs.
For those of you who care about the ARCA race, Sammy Smith just won. Yeah, there's an ARCA race going on right now. Hey, Chris, if you're out there, why does Mandy Rose do a knee to the face better than Kenny Omega? Anybody else ever notice that? Shannon's making fun of Skip because Oklahoma's getting beat up on defense. And Shannon said, anybody remember when Skip said OU has a defense and a better coach now? Bro, stop. I don't want to play, my dog.
Second race of the second round for the Cup Series playoffs. Right here from Talladega Superspeedway. Race coverage beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern. And a reminder, countdown to green.
34 to go.
Off for us, and
You'll be looking at this single file for a while.
NASCAR this week with Alex Bowman. You will be missing the race tomorrow. Very outspoken Denny Hamlin is going to join Dale and
NASCAR's cringing knowing Denny Hamlin's about to get that interview tomorrow on the pre-race on NBC. Not tucked away on the USA Network.
On the thrills, if you could call that what it is out there on the racetrack, thrills of Dega.
Denny's been pretty opinionated in the media, especially on social media, but big comments today.
Car owner Denny, I'm a big fan of.
The direction we're headed and support. We'll have a chance to chat with him.
I like car owner Denny.
I
think it might rain again here later.
It's a lot of energy down there, enthusiasm. The drivers have been great coming there. Starts it down, see green flag, stop, starting, and that right there.
The remaining cars that have not pitted are starting to pit. Ooh, whoa.
Bailey Curry very close to losing and coming to pit road. Kim.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, you saw
I wanted to take an Alka-Seltzer after that one.
Time to spend out front, and we talked to him yesterday during the qualifying, and he said anytime we can get out front, get our name there, that's what we're looking for.
Put an Alka-Seltzer in the fuel tank. Wonder what would happen.
They did that here today too.
His teammate Ryan Vargas had such a terrific qualifying effort. Started 8th today. Going to come in here for just a couple seconds of fuel. You see everybody leading, and there thunders by the lead pack now. So they're giving up all that track position. Interesting point too, Steve. In that pack, led by Austin Hill,
Sure, everybody's loving the choo-choo train. I'm just glad my two picks are right in the middle of it.
They now have that, but when you're leading, Steve, you know you're burning a lot more fuel than everybody else in the pack.
That's a great point, Marty. There are 15 cars in this lead pack right here with Massey on the very tail end. They were a half a second faster than the smaller 6-car second group led by Jeb Burton. But they have slowed down. They're now actually running slower lap times, allowing Jeb and those guys to close the gap a little bit. And I believe, or we believe, in an attempt to try to assure they have enough fuel remaining for multiple green-white checkers. And here's that second group of cars that was losing.
What good does that do you if there's no green-white checkers, or if there's only one?
But they are running harder. They're full throttle. Jeb, particularly leading this pack, is full throttle around this racetrack. Will that come back to bite him, or will that put him in an unfortunate circumstance if we have multiple green-white checkers late in the race? He will be at a disadvantage fuel-wise.
The second pack can catch the first pack, right?
They are running faster laps, Rick. So
there's a 14-car group up front, single file, and then there's like 6 cars behind them. Brandon Brown just lost touch with us. Now there's 5 cars.
But here over the last handful of laps,
that sun.
51, 51.30 that last time by. So obviously maybe running subpar throttle to be able to save fuel.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look and see
30 more.
Because to your point, Junior, we have lost some pace. You know, still wide open. So if you were going to try to save a little gas running single file, where's the best place to try to drag a little speed off? I mean, you wouldn't want to do it in the middle of the straightaway, I would imagine.
Now, when they fired off on the pit road, they ran 50, 60s, lap after lap after lap, and then we all had a conversation about could they make a green-white checkered? When they came to pit road, did they bank for a green-white checkered with that fuel? Their lap times went from 50
I bet Mike Snyder's got good fuel mileage.
Marty, what you got on Toyotas down there?
Yeah, riding on board with Riley Herbst, and I think the most vulnerable of those cars in that front pack are the Toyotas, who are at the very back. Trevor Brain made a terrific point. He said, we need to have a
Trevor Brain. He can't get Trevor Bain's name right. He's got Bane Brain.
What would that plan be? How do you block all that momentum coming from behind you with that second pack?
Hey, Marty, how about your stupid-ass son?
You just have to accept they're going to go by you.
Can you believe Mike Snyder's won an Xfinity race before? He won Homestead when Noah got wrecked by David Starr with 2 to go.
You can, but if you push it and you get yourself in trouble, then that causes the problem. I think one of the reasons that this line has gotten slow is at the back of this line. See right here, the 18, the 19, 11. If you watch them, they keep having a lift on 200 entry. There's a lot of momentum as they enter the corner, and they keep having a lift. They keep get an accordion.
I don't know.
They get separated.
Maybe.
And on top of that, now
People have to race hard tomorrow. They really don't have a choice.
they're starting to lose a little bit. He's barely hanging on, so now they're losing a car.
And Jeff, they just told Brandon Jones, we're starting to lose the 11. Do all you can to keep him in the pack. How would you accomplish that if you're Brandon Jones in that yellow 19 car?
Well, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're having to lift to keep together. The only thing you can do if you're Brandon Jones is to slow down. See right here, they're starting to leave that 11. If you care about that, if you think you need that 11 to make this line good, the only thing you do is slow down to try to get connected. The fear, though, is that then you and the 11 both lose that draft. But see right there, the 11 starts gaining in the corner. That's because the guys in front of them, they're so close together that they have to lift just a little.
Stay awake, everybody. It'll be worth it in like 25 laps.
They start driving away on the straight again.
Yep, the 11's getting shuffled out. Now 6-7 car lengths behind the 19.
And he hopes that that accordion effect happens to where those guys have to lift and he can close that gap, and that's just what happens right there entering turn 1, and he is back to the back bumper of Brandon Jones.
And if you're any car in the middle of this lead draft, Dale, as the crew chief, I'm trying to communicate to you or telling the spotter through the other channel, hey, be patient, because when that second group catches us, there's going to be some moving, and that's going to be the time to make the kind of the move. If you are, say, Parker Kligerman in 6th, you don't want to pull out right here because they'll just shut you out. They'll move you to the back of this pack. You kind of just have to wait. 27 laps, there's more than enough time. You've got to wait for that second pack to catch you to have a little bit of forward momentum.
The last lap by Austin Hill in the lead at a 51 flat. This time by on the racetrack. It's going to run a 50.96, and that's just about the same speed, if not a tick quicker, than that following group.
Oddly, I'm more awake now than I was earlier.
Vargas, he's falling a lap behind. They had a speeding penalty on pit road, both Ryan Vargas and Haley Curry.
I knew it.
Jim Burton now
Good call.
4.5 seconds off the lead.
I love it. You can visually see a speeding penalty. Noah barely got away with it earlier.
We ride on board. What they really need, this line right here, what they really need is for that front line.
What they really need is a caution.
If they can get side by side, it immediately pulls energy out of that front group, slows them down. That allows you to catch them. But this group, why, at this point, would you get side by side?
Parker Kligerman's better in the 48 than either of the Dillon brothers.
Right now, with 25 to go, maybe we'd see her. Maybe we just be smart.
It's your weekly reminder, everybody that drives the 48 does better than Ty Dillon or Austin Dillon.
Somebody will decide, I got to go now. If I don't, I won't have a chance to win this race.
They're staying very organized. Let's listen in on the radio of the 16 of A.J. Allmendinger.
You can make the 21 run a little faster than he wants to. He's tighter on fuel than we are. We going as fast as I can. No panel on it here.
Didn't quite hear the second half of it. It sounded like what his team was trying to explain to him is that they believe the 21's close on fuel. They either saw how long they were on pit road, or they're hearing the radio communication from the 21, so they were trying to let AJ know, hey, don't allow that 21 to start breathing it or checking up a little bit. Kind of push him along, force him to use that fuel. AJ's response was a little muttered. I couldn't quite hear it, but it sounded like he was saying, I'm basically going as fast as I can. So, Marty,
Yeah, see if I can clear that up for you. Yeah, the Austin Hill is tight. I did check in with Andy Street as crew chief, and they do believe they have enough for at least one green-white checker to one overtime finish, but that's the penalty.
You know what I was thinking? I want to be grumpy at work this week because people are going to come into the store, and I'm going to be thinking, why are you coming to Dollar General when Ingles is across the fucking road? I don't know how busy this one gets. But come on, there's an Ingles right fucking there. Leave me alone.
Only 23 laps remain here in Talladega for this the second race of the playoffs for the Xfinity Series. It's NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on USA, the Sparks 300.
This race needs a spark. But I'd rather have it go green long now and save the cautions for later if we're going to have any, because I don't want a 40-minute red flag. The afternoon games tomorrow, a lot of them suck, but the primetime games are great. Kansas City, Tampa Bay, and the Rams and 49ers on Monday. Because I was looking at the games tomorrow. I got to watch the Falcons tomorrow if I want to watch a game. Still single file. Coming to 20 to go. That's what Blaine Perkins' truck looked like after they got done with it after the race, because he was in that wreck on the last lap. They basically cut the thing in half because it was like half broke anyway.
It's playoff time, so represent your favorite driver. Take advantage of all the amazing deals at the NASCAR shop. Check out the greatest selection of t-shirts and hats, die-casts, and much, much more by visiting NASCAR.com/shop. All right, let's go through the field, and we'll start with Marty.
Austin Hill trying for the sweep today. He won stage 1, he won stage 2.
Going for a drive to clear my head. Look at that fucking background. Damn, even O.J. Simpson's giving the Dolphins shit for how they've done with Tua. When O.J. Simpson's getting on you, you must be doing something really fucked up. Kevin Nash had a great quote on his podcast. They were talking about crimes and shit, and he was dead serious. He goes, I think rape is the worst thing one human being could do to another. He's like, think about it. That is the worst thing you can do as a human. He goes, murder, I totally understand. He's like, because sometimes you just get pissed off. But he's like, rape and sexual assault is the worst thing you can do to any human being. Murder, though, I get it. He's like, what the fuck do you think O.J. Simpson did the shit? The juice. Yeah, Klingerman should get fucking Landon Castle or Hemmerich's ride, don't you think? Parker should be in college. That'd be nice. You made a great point there that I never thought of for some reason, Matt. Of course, we got a lot of time to think right now, these next 18 laps.
Moves he was going to make, and then he said he's going to turn it on during the final stage. He's running ahead of Creed in the position.
Who's going to be the idiot first? I bet it's Noah. Trevor Bain's too far back to be the first idiot. Bain's going to have to kind of let this play out.
It is game on. We are running our own race. Currently, Creed running in the 7th position ahead of Ryan Sieg in the 8th position. Ryan, solid day all day. He did say he gets a little bit loose in traffic. They came on the radio and said about 10 to go, like Marty mentioned earlier, is when it's going to be go time for that 39 car. Riley Herb's having a great day running in the 9th position, and I talked to him earlier today. He said the goal is to run up front, stay out of trouble, and he talked about how their goal has changed now that they've entered the playoffs. Earlier in the season, it was to be consistent.
This race for now is on pace to be quicker than the truck race, and it's almost 20 laps longer, but that's just because Hocevar's not here is why it's going to be quicker.
That's what they're looking for today. And finally, Josh Berry rounding out the top 10. I talked to him this morning and asked him how
Brandon Brown to the 48 full time, and Parker to the 10 or the 11, whichever one. That'd be great.
And his face actually lit up, and he said, when things are going well, I find super speedways very, very fun. You expect he's likely having fun right now running in the 10th position.
Good job, guys. Just behind Josh Berry is Ty Gibbs in the 54, and he has made an impressive return after spinning early in this race. He's got a little bit of damage to the body. They put some tape on it and got him back out there, and he's currently running in the 11th spot.
Yeah, right behind him, the 18, Trevor Bain. He had led 13 laps today. Behind him is teammate 19. So 3 Gibbs Toyotas lined up, being very patient, but when it's time to go, we'll see if they can all stick together.
Coming up on 15 laps to go, and it has been an organized front pack led by Austin Hill. Allmendinger told Marty that he wants to have enough points so that he can go and race at the Roval. Well, where he's running right now, he's 67 points ahead of 9th. And as long as he stays in that position as far as that points-wise, it'll lock him into the next round points-wise. So he'll be able to go out and
15 to go.
like he wants to.
Yeah, because the strategies next week, you're going to kind of want to pick before the end of the stages if you think you want to win the race. But if you need those points, you're going to have to finish the stages. That's really what he's talking about. So I love his theory. That gives you a good tangible goal leaving Talladega.
The question right now with 15 to go is who is going to be the first driver to make a move? Who is going to get anxious? Somebody is going to make a move a little sooner than they probably need to. Who's it going to be? And if you're in the back of this pack, how are you right now thinking you're going to win this race? What are you going to do?
Are spotters talking to spotters right now saying, all right, if I go, will you go with me?
I think that they're trying to say, when I go, will you go with me? Not
Okay.
if.
When?
I think I'm going to try to make the move around X lap. Who do you think we can count
I
on?
say if.
You're up there probably getting your spotter.
If
trying to make
anybody
deals.
goes.
Try to make deals if you can. Spotters, they have friendships. They know who to go to. They know who they can depend on. You're also trying to team up with some teammates or like-minded manufacturers to try to work together.
And if you're Austin Hill leading this race, you are spending 60% of the lap looking in the rearview mirror, trying to be ready to block the move. You cannot get lazy right here.
If I'm Austin Hill, I'm worried about not falling asleep right now.
Everybody is coming up with a plan, and you have to respond immediately. If you don't, you're behind. So the only way you do that is spotter paying attention and you looking out of the mirror. There's nothing ahead of Austin Hill that's going to concern him. It's all coming from behind.
How late do they make the move? Do you wait until the last lap? Do you wait until there's 5 laps? Is there a number, a magic number?
Well, it's all different situations, right? A.J. Allmendinger would love to wait until the last lap. They're not going to let him do that, though, because if you're back here in 10th, if you're Riley Herbst, Ryan Sieg, Josh Berry, you can't wait to the last lap to make a move if you want to win the race. So the first move will come from this second half of the pack, I would imagine. Marty.
Austin Hill may be a rookie, Jeff, but his spotter, Derek Nealon, is not a rookie. He's an outstanding spotter, especially for young drivers and really at super speedways. The move they're trying to concoct within the RCR camp is Parker Kligerman is back in 6th. Sheldon Creed is in 7th. They want them to make a move, and then Austin Hill maybe catch them.
Or concussed. Oh, wait, this ain't a cup race, so shouldn't be a problem there.
That would be a risky move. Meanwhile, further back, the Toyotas are getting antsy. They're on plan number
They should be. We're at 12 to go.
You're pulling them, but the thing is, if we get too wide too quick, they might catch us with the big run at the time that we don't want them to.
And there you go. That's what they were talking about. Exactly what you mentioned.
Anybody actually enjoying this right now?
But Trevor Bayne certainly wants to make a move as aggressive as he's been all day long. The Toyotas trying to concoct something. The question is,
thank God they took Drew Dollar out of the. Well, actually, they should have left Drew Dollar in the 18 because we would have had a caution by now.
But they are if they wait too long. What they're concerned about is pulling that second group back to them. That second group is a solid 4.5 seconds behind them, with almost coming up on 10 laps to go. That's a lot of ground to make up. I do think that's a little concerning, but I'd be more concerned about what's ahead of me if I'm back there in those last few cars.
Yeah, I think that I don't know that I would be worried about that second group. I think they need to start making the move now. You're not going to win this race by waiting later and later and later if you're back to back. You've got to start making the move.
I can hear the anxiety in Dale Jr. putting himself in the position of, say, a Ty Gibbs or somebody right now. It's like, you need to fucking go.
Maybe they pick the line that you're in. Maybe that group catching you doesn't hurt you.
10 to go. We're almost done.
I'm thinking they're still about 8 laps away from when they should make the move. Go. If you're in the back of this pack, make it.
With 10 to go, let's take a look at today's race recap built by Northern Tool and Equipment.
Well, it started right at way. Very early, the 54 gets contact, spins, a single car incident, if you could believe it. Running third, spins, very light wall contact, a great miss by the 39, and then it was basically the Austin Hill chauffeur there. He went on to win the first stage.
Oh, my God. They raced and they weren't single file. Feels like a lifetime ago.
He has swept stage 1 and stage 2. We'll see if he can stay up front. 9 more laps here at Talladega.
And he's loving this, isn't he? I mean, the longer they wait, the more Austin Hill has to like it.
Yeah, the thing I'm starting to see is there's 2 red and white cars. We got Parker Kligerman and Sheldon Creed running 6th and 7th. They keep dragging back. See the space that they're creating? They're starting to learn how do they get drugged back to get forward momentum. Those 2 have been experimenting the last couple laps. Kim.
And they know they can't do it alone, and this is just really a big chess match.
What happened to Kelly Stavis? We ain't seen her since her awesome moment last year where she cursed us with "Let's go, you know what." It's literally her fault that we have to hear that dumb shit.
Obviously a different manufacturer, and has talked about if the Toyotas jump out in front. So if Ty Gibbs, Trevor Bayne, and Brandon Jones try to make a run, Parker's been directed to dive in front of him and try and use that train of energy to get to the front.
All right, so that's why I think they need to go now. You're going to have people that are going to jump in front of you. That is going to be another obstacle, a new hurdle that they're not thinking about. If you think that you're going to pull out a line with 3 Toyotas and everybody's going to let you drive right onto the front, you're crazy. You're going to have things that are going to slow that momentum down, slow that run down. You're going to have guys like Parker get in front of you that you'll have to figure out how to get around as well. So start that work now. 8 laps to go. You're running out of time. But is this playoff racing? And everyone's just happy to take the points and go home?
I can tell he is.
Sheldon Creed, or, it's not for those guys. They're not playoff racing.
Noah Gregson, he's already got a win. He's not going to stay in line. He wants to go for 5 wins in a row.
The thing that they've been avoiding.
And Noah will spice it up. At the very least, there are guys here that are going to spice. AJ and Noah for sure. It's not going to be as easy as it looks for Austin Hill, I don't think.
That was radio from Noah Gregson.
Earl, I think Brandon Brown's going to wind up driving the 34 or something next year. I think his aspirations for something like JRM or.
Everybody on the inside line is going to be happy to jump in front of it. This is trying to take advantage. Yeah, this is going to.
I still got sound. I'm listening to my stream right now.
Don't you think? I mean, that's going to pick up this lead pack, get a little bit of speed.
Unmute your shit, because I'm still on.
Rick, what does Steve always say? It's
Everybody else can hear me, right? Not that we haven't been talking much because there's nothing going on. Waiting for this to give me something to talk about. 6 to go. You're just about out of time, boys and girls.
Are grouped together. They might try it off turn 2 on this lap.
If you're going to go, you have to create some forward momentum. You have to drag back, fall back, find the group in front of you, have to lift, get into the corner, something to be able to make a move. You can't just turn out. There you go. There's the first guy.
Josh Berry creeping out. Look at the other cars. Look at the other cars. They're like, come on, Josh. Come on, Josh. Hey, we got a pack now. Josh Berry with 6 to go. We're looking at a stupid onboard. So that's some movement. I don't know how well it's going to work, but it's movement. They're no longer single file, but there's not a lot of momentum. Commit, you fuckers. 5 to go.
He's outside Kligerman. Now getting help from Ryan Sieg in the 39 and some momentum building in that high line.
Okay, they're committing. It's going to take a lap or two. They're committing. Spice it up. The guys that didn't go to the outside are going to regret it. The 21 and the 16 are monitoring the situation, I imagine. There you go. Castle goes up. Noah goes up. Castle back to the bottom. Gets a push from Kligerman. Now Noah's leading the top. Now they got a real fast car leading that top line. So now Austin Hill's in trouble. This race just got a lot harder. And shit's happening. And lap cars are ahead. And they're all over the place. Oh, Hill had to throw it. Whoa! Hill just blocked Noah all the way to the wall. That's going to give the lead to Mayer. Eee. Noah got shuffled out and sent to the back of this group.
Lost his blocking ability.
AJ's got the lead now. And look at these lap cars. Oh, get out of the way. Look at the lap cars on the bottom. Get off the track. Good job. Good job.
Austin Hill, see even that car on the outside lane, he is falling back.
Ooh-wee. Well, at least Noah probably won't win now.
We've seen crazier things.
AJ to the lead. AJ's going to lose another heartbreaker.
It's 21. I wouldn't count him out.
I don't know. Austin Hill and Noah both kind of got shuffled out. Sam Mayer with a run now, but not a car behind him really here. He's going to have to rely on the side draft. 3 to go. The leader at the line is Sam Mayer. Austin Hill's going to do something really crazy to try to get back to the front. And there it is. It's not going to work. Oh, Castle almost spun AJ. Big stack up there on the bottom. Ryan Sieg into second. Now AJ back to second. Now AJ going to the lead. He's got Castle with him. Cauley figured out how to finally work together again on a super speedway.
Steve, didn't you say earlier as far as trending, Sam Mayer has to finish the race if he wants to be trending up, and now he's up here trying to fight for the lead?
2 to go. That was Chris Ross on AJ's radio. AJ's going to be leading at the end of a race again and not win it.
AJ Allmendinger was leading at the white flag 3 times on super speedways.
3 times. This could be number 4 if he gets back around here as the leader. Maybe the key is to be second at the white flag and then he can win. If Mayer beats him to the line again, AJ will win. Oh my God, Austin Hill's back. Spinner in the back, spinner in the back. It's going to be an overtime. It's going to be overtime. They're going to have to throw the caution. They're going to have to throw the caution. This is going to have to go to overtime. They're giving it a chance to not do that. Okay, let it roll. White flag, Sam Mayer, Ryan Sieg. They're in front of AJ. AJ's not leading at the white, so he's got a chance. 1 to go. Trevor Bain's back up there. Oh, damn. I can't tell you who's going to win, but I feel good about Sam Mayer right now. They're 3 wide. It's killing the pack. Anybody going to get one last run here? AJ and Castle. The 39 moved up. Oh, that was a mistake. I don't know what the 39 was doing. Oh, AJ didn't sweep to the outside like I thought he was going to. He's gonna back up. He's gonna back up here and make one more run if he can get a push from Castle. Here it comes. Here it comes. One last push. It's gonna have to be a big push. It's gonna have to be a big push. I think Mayer's got it. Although there's a run coming from Sieg. Sieg can't go to the bottom. Here comes the run from AJ. AJ to the top.
AJ got it.
AJ won it. I told you.
AJ got it.
He just had to not be leading at the Watt. I told you.
Wow.
AJ got it. Photo finish.
That was
Actually, they threw the caution 2 feet before the start-finish line, so therefore, St. Mayer actually won. Just kidding. AJ won.
What a race.
Holy hell.
Look at this.
Sam Mayer was so close.
About 3
Eee.
AJ had a big run down the back straightaway.
That was beautiful.
And I thought he made
And nobody crashed.
I think he thought he was clear.
And thank God they didn't throw the... If they threw the caution for Sam Mayer, we'd have been here for another hour and a half. If they threw the caution for... Not Sam Mayer, for Mike Snyder, we'd be here for another hour at least.
That's radio.
AJ won a super speedway
We won
because he wasn't leading at the white flag.
Super Speedways. Didn't like racing at Super Speedways. Chris Rice.
He sounded like a goblin there. Yeah!
two to go.
Poor Sam.
Sam Mayer.
That about made Sam Mayer's whole season right there. I worried that AJ wouldn't be able to take that last run. I saw it coming. I said he's backing off and forward. He's going to have one more strong run. I was worried that Sieg was going to be at his quarter panel and they'd hook if he tried to pull out. But he was just clear enough to jump out and get to Sam Mayer's right side. 38 cars left running at the end of Talladega. It can be done. It can be done. And I will take a parting piece of pizza.
You predicted that. That's correct.
Junior knew it.
You can take them all. When I saw fucking Mike Snyder, so I'm like, oh, god damn it. 'Cause I'm like, this is about to have 30 overtimes.
I was thinking something
Well, but I was like, they kind of have to, don't they?
AJ Allmendinger's biggest cheerleader. When AJ gets frustrated, it's always Chris Rice who comes on the radio and tells him, stay calm.
I'm probably going to go to bed. Take a nap at least. I'm tired. Well, that ended up being worth watching. I'll see you tomorrow. AJ finally got one. He and Castle worked really well together at the end.
Has already won 3 races this year. This is race 4, and look how excited he is to win here at Talladega.
Uh-oh, F-bomb. 25 points.
Live scoring event. You're going to get some colorful language. Apologize for that. Marty.
AJ Allmendinger, how about that, Talladega fans, for a finish under green? Gonna go catch the checkered flag here. This one means a lot.
I'll do the interview as far away from the stands as possible.
And give it to a young fan. I'm not sure which win meant more to him, Indy or this one at Talladega. Aren't you the same guy who told me yesterday, I hate restrictor plate racing? You still hate it now?
Still hate it. Still hate it. But, gosh, we've been so close to winning one, and I feel like I keep giving them away. And thought I might have given it away. I'm still learning, trying to know what too big of a lead is, but honestly, all credit to Landon Castle. He kept shoving me. He stuck with me. That's what's
No money, sad.
You got teammates like Landon and Daniel that, you know, no matter where you go, they're going to go with you. Makes it a little bit easier. So Landon, I wish he could share, he's going to share it with me, but I wish we could both be the winner because he deserves it more than I do. So thank you, Landon. Everybody at Action Industries finally got that thing in the victory lane. ECR, RCR, but especially all the men and women in College Racing. I love all of you. Man, I just wanted to win the Super Speedway. Finally got it.
I know you did. You said you thought you might have given up the opportunity. It looked like it went away in turn 3 when you didn't make the move. How did you pull off the move to win by 3 feet?
So, I've watched so many of these. Matty D in the truck race, which is awesome. Matty D get his first NASCAR win. It seems like the guy in third on the bottom lane.
Castle and Hemrick.
The teammates in, Landon Castle and Daniel Hemrick.
That was Castle's best race of the year, I think, outside of New Hampshire, but he got DQ'd at New Hampshire.
That's what I love about this race team. You get amazing teammates like that. But I've watched enough of these. Ross here in the Cup race. Matty D in the truck. It just seems like the guy in third. If you lay back enough here, you have a run. And we got.
Poor Sam was just on an island there going into the tri-oval here. Look how Castle got loose in the tri-oval behind AJ.
Baby, I love you, babe. Mom and Dad. Oh, this is Talladega. Yes, I hate super speedway racing, but this is awesome to win in front of all this Talladega crowd.
There you go. He told me all I want to do is go to the Roval, race for a win, not worry about points. He's done that. AJ Allmendinger advances to the round of 8, Kim.
And Marty, on the flip side of that, Sam Mayer,
God, Sam just looks fucking devastated, man.
And just doesn't get it done. I know you'll probably think over and over again what you could have done differently.
I'm happy for AJ.
Is there anything you could have done?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is my first time really getting to the end of a speedway race, coming to the checkered, and it was a good first experience, I guess. I mean, take a top 5.
Learning experience.
Any day. Like, going into the day, we were just like, get some stage points and hopefully survive to the end. But, I mean, obviously we survived at the end and we did everything right. We were just 3 feet shy.
Looking at the points, you came in just +1. Now you're +13. Do you find any consolation in that?
Oh, of course. I mean, the Roval next weekend is one of my better tracks. We performed really well last year when I probably wasn't at my best. And, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I know what we have to do then. And, I mean, I think that it's going to be a good point day for us no matter how you cut it. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just happy to get through this one. But our accelerated Chevy Camaro probably should be in victory lane right now.
As you heard, very disappointed Sam Mayer had a number of JRM crew members come over and console him after.
I know it got strung out, and I know it was dull, and we didn't have a lot to talk about for a long while, but the ending was worth it. The last 5 or 6 laps, really good stuff. And 38 cars finished a Talladega race.
By Sam Mayer. As we heard, by the way, AJ Allmendinger was climbing in his car, and as he was getting ready to climb in his car, he said, I don't know where victory lane is here. I've never had to worry about it. Well, he's heading now to Ruoff victory lane. And that is exactly
Ruoff.
where it is. But what a run by Sam Mayer.
Yeah, he's 19 years old. I mean, you could tell.
The new Talladega victory lane is one of the best in NASCAR.
Could have done differently.
They've had it since 2019, I think.
The trend reports. You know, I said, hey, he had to find his way to the finish. He was over 2 finishing here. Well, he did a remarkable job running the race. He made a lot of the right moves. But at 19, I feel very confident he's going to be in that position many, many more times. This is all about learning as a race car driver. I don't know how you prepare for the finish of one of these races. Like, there's not a test or a simulator that can help that situation other than just being there and kind of just feeling and seeing how it all works coming through the trial.
Guys, let's look at that last lap one more time.
Yeah, so AJ Allmendinger.
AJ got a big run down the back, and he was smart to not really take it. Sieg left the bottom open. Mayer shut the door. AJ wasn't confident he was clear of the 39, so he stayed in line and then immediately started backing off. And Castle was backing off, too, and getting a shove from Parker Kligerman, and that set the whole thing up.
Off the nose of this 10 car, he backs up and puts together a lot of momentum here. A good push coming.
Sieg again leaves the bottom open.
To the right side of the one, little side draft right here.
Just that tiny bit of side draft.
Just mere inches in front of the 1 car. Textbook super speedway pass to be able to win this race. If Ryan Sieg is 2 feet further up, it's either a big wreck, whatever AJ Allmendinger does in that race. There was barely enough room for AJ to put that car in there.
Well, he's found it. AJ Allmendinger in Ruoff Mortgage victory lane. Celebrating with his team once again. Win number 4 already in 2022, and now he advances into the next round. Eventful from the very
Yay, AJ!
When we saw
Yay, me, I'm tired. God. I cannot sleep good on days off for whatever reason, but I will see you guys tomorrow for the Cup race. I might stream the NFL London game in the morning. I don't know. We'll see.